All right, here we go. Heat number one, Vortex Mini Rock. Brought to you by International Kart Supplies. On pole position, 65, Zeal Jones from Mount Wellington. They, I think, might send them around. No, they won't. Lights out. The final turn before they make their way across the start-finish stripe to complete the opening lap. Plenty of action further in the pack. Dylan Grant's buried down in there, kart number 20. The Mount Wellington driver looking to make some moves up through the field. Our top three have made a breakaway. And the best of the rest is the 33, Clay Osborne from Hamilton. It's a freight train of about 10 karts in behind him. Zeal Jones will latch onto the back of the 13 kart now as they've got 9 laps to go. Baccaris has a look around and the 9 of Jacob Douglas from Canterbury has made it 4 karts battling it out. This championship so brilliantly won last year by Brianna Morris in Hamilton. And we know that she's moved up into the junior Vortex classes. Not here this weekend, unfortunately, but this title is wide open. And so too the chance to go to the Rock Cup in Italy. Astonati, well, there should be 8 to go. I thought the board said 9 last time. Third place there is the 9 of Jacob Douglas. Baccaris now the race leader, making that pass early on the 13 of Addy, who in fact's gone back to third because Jacob Douglas is starting to show his hand. The young Canterbury driver showing some good pace off that final turn. He's right in the draft here now of the 25 of Baccaris. Pulls out down into turn number 1. We've got one round. Oh, Zeal Jones, the man that started pole, has parked it on the grass here at the final turn. Well, that's how quickly your fortunes can change in motorsport. This young man, fortunately, will get to start from grid number 1 again later on in Heat 2. But look at this freight train out in front. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you can, drop the tools and come and hang out off the fence and watch this Vortex Mini Rock class. Douglas still leading, 4 to go. Baccaris in second. Astonati again under pressure. Addy, who was so fast mid-race, now starting to drop back through the field. There's a top 6 breakaway. We focus back onto our race lead. 4th place there is the 33 of Clay Osborne from Hamilton. And they go 2 wide. There's a mistake by the race leader down into the Macaulay sweeper. It's the 9 kart of Douglas that leads across the stripe for this next lap with 3 to go. But it's all about the number 9 out in front. And we have now got almost an 8 kart freight train. And this is only heat number 1. How good is this going to be coming up into that final later on this afternoon? It's still the 9 kart of Douglas, the Canterbury youngster, trying to bring it home in heat number 1. Dylan Grant is applying the pressure in second place from way up the other end of the country there at Mount Wellington. 3rd place is the 33. Clay Osborne trying desperately to latch onto the back of the 20. Black and whites for the 52. You never want to see that flag coming out. Well, still the 9 of Douglas, the WKS kart store driver. He's got great sponsors on board. Also Clearwater Developments Limited as they run through the Macaulay Ford sweeper. Zeal Jones is just a little bit further up the racetrack in front of them. Remember, that's the man that started on pole position. Last lap board is out. 1 to go. Douglas takes a look back, goes defensive down the inside. He's got to be careful he doesn't get on the slippery stuff. There's still plenty of moisture on this racetrack. Dylan Grant is just probing there, sitting on the back bumper as they go through the first part of the Southern Paints infield. Up to the WKS corner. Don't discount the 33 as well, back there in 3rd. Clay Osborne, he's in striking distance. And then it's the 25 of Baccaris. They come off the sweeper for the last time. They all go defensive. The 9 kart down the middle of the racetrack pulls back out on the final turn. The checkers will fly. The 9 of Jacob Douglas will take heat 1. 2nd place will go to the 20 of Dylan Grant. Brilliant race. will pick up that provisional top 4 as they come round. So it is the 9 of Douglas taking the win from the 20 of Grant. Third place will go to the 33 of Osborne. And as they come down into the pit chute, we'll have a look at our provisional 4th place driver. And that was, I think, the 25 of Baccharis.